Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Dragonheir Selling Gods video. In today's video, we have some really big news about some of the upcoming events, tournaments, and summoning banners, and you definitely will want to know about this because my suggestion is that everybody stop summoning or start saving for what is about to come, because it kind of seems like we're going to be getting Elminster Omar back this season. So let me show you the event calendar number 3. So this is the one that we have available for us, and it has some really important information. And obviously what I'm going to be saying is a little bit of a speculation, but I have a really strong feeling that this one is going to be the D&D collab coming back. I have a strong feeling it's going to be Elminster. Now, before I jump to this, I want to give a massive shout out to Daisy, one of my followers and friends, that she's giving me this information actually last night. It was just too late. I already posted my videos, didn't record it, but I said, let me just record it now and share it as soon as possible with you, because you might want to start saving your summons, considering we have the Lightning Irradiance one going on right now, right? So we have this banner going on right now, where at 300 you can select one of the 4 legendaries over here, and then obviously you can get whatever on the way there. The cool thing about these ones is that the legendary drop rate is increased from 1.5 to 2%. The bad, I guess, or maybe not so bad thing, is that all the legendaries are included, so it's not like, you know, you cannot just target specific elements for the, you know, on the road to 300, but still, it's, you know, it's still a really good banner that you might want to try and summon on. However, I would say, depending if you're a spender or not, I would say you should save yourself some of the summons, because what is due to come, like I said, my idea, or what I believe, is that on day 59, we should be getting ourselves, the, like I said, the second D&D collab, which I don't think is going to be Dritz, the ordinary run. I think it's actually going to be Elminster Omar. So if you look at that, we are on day, if you started day 1 like me, today's day 42, and this one's due to start on day 59, so that's in 17 days, so it's about 2 weeks and a half, right? So it's definitely worth keeping something like this in mind. Now let's have a look at what there is happening on the event calendar 3. Like I said, this one starts with day 43, which should be tomorrow, and pretty much this one I got it off of a website, hellhades.com. That's where it was posted yesterday for some reason. So let's see what's happening. So it seems like tomorrow we're gonna have the Ace Challenger starting again, which is the one that you have to do Realm Arena and then on the day 51 we have the same thing. Then we have Hard Training 7 that's gonna start, then Hard Training 8, and then Hard Training 9. So like, you know, kind of standard part for the course. Now I'm curious how long this season will be prolonged, or how everything else is gonna look, because tomorrow we should have the Otherworld Exploration open, and from what I've seen and heard, there's going to be some changes. I'm obviously going to be doing a video on all of it tomorrow, doing, you know, a first look and whatnot, so definitely worth keeping in mind. We see the Universe Expedition ends on day 50, which we can see in game is pretty much a 2-week period. Also tomorrow we should have the challenge mode of the Universe Expedition starting. I'm going to definitely make a video talking about as well. Then we're going to have the Walker's Trail 3 start tomorrow, which is, again, you know, same part for the course. You get all those free rewards, and then if you decide to purchase, right, let me show you exactly what I mean. If you decide to purchase this, for example, I didn't personally purchase it, but if you decide to get it, you get yourself some more War Marrow, more summons, and then some other cool stuff. So this is one of the things that you might want, you know, if you're a low spender, you definitely would buy something like this in the game, as it has amazing value. But let's continue looking at the calendar. So after that, we have Season Journey, which is same thing, right? Do all of the quests, do all the journeys, and after you finish, they're gonna be done. So this one personally did it a while ago. Most of us should already be having it done. Meander speedrunning, again, you should have this finished. If you decide to push, I just finished it like a few days ago. Actually, it's a bit harder, right? It actually was a bit harder, but I did manage to beat like stage 300 last week. I think it was something like that. It's good, because if you beat that at stage 300, you pretty much, let me show you, get this reward every single day, right? You get 1800 Affinity Solvent, 500 Essence of Creation, and then 300,000 gold. Obviously, gold is like max, not the highest amount, but getting Affinity Solvent and then also Essence of Creation will help you progress your account by getting better Affinity Elemental boosts, and also by getting, you know, more artifacts upgraded. So definitely a good reward to keep an eye out. Then the total top-up gift is still the same thing, but then these are the interesting ones. The limited time event. I guess first one says the attire shop, the Moonlaw Pegasus. If that's what it's called. This is just going to be about, you know, visuals And this is gonna be the one where we will be able to start purchasing. Let me see if I can find it. There we go. This is the one where when that shop opens, we should be able to use these 6 Auric tokens that we got during the previous event, like a few days back. And these ones should, you know, the 3 years Curio shop should be opening then. And we might be getting some fun visuals to get that. So definitely keep that in mind. This is when we can finally use this currency, right? Then obviously the main event is going to be this one, D&D collaboration event, but I'm going to leave this towards the end because I want to talk about the upcoming summoning pools. As you can see down over here, there's currently the one that says premium summons Radiance and Lightning, which we can see in game. And then on day 48, we're going to have the premium summons Fire and Poison, which pretty much by the looks of it, right, if I look at this, the 300 choices will be Flora, Garika, Ergander, and Lothair. And then I assume that the legendaries available in that one's gonna be pretty much everything, right? That's gonna be, you know, par for the course is gonna be similar to what we had so far. But D&D collaboration event, this is really important. Now, the reason why I really wanted to make a video on it, the reason I'm saying to stop summoning, start saving, from my point of view, is because you want to try and get at least, even though it should be able to give us at least one easy copy of him, but if it's gonna be the same as, you know, we had the Dritz one, during the Dritz one we had Guinevere's artifact. For the Elminster one, though, we already have Elminster artifact. If you played in the past, you already have the example. So I'm gonna show you exactly what Elminster does, why he's so good, and then also the artifact that you can get. So obviously we saw during the Dritz event that you needed to do a few summons in order to be able to get one copy of Dritz and the artifact. Otherwise, you have to choose. So let's go in game and let's have a look at what I'm talking about. So first of all, I want to show you like this. If I'm going to go over here and then I'm going to go for the pairings, I'm going to go for Wildfire, which is the seasons. If we look at this, there's not too many people that bring buffs, right? That was the issue that I've noticed. If you go, for example, if you went to do the boss fight, the Tamar one, you saw that you're very limited on people that you bring any buffs. And that was really important because if you had no buffs when Tamar did the ultimate, you got stunned, and that was a problem. So the only ones currently, at least that I personally have, and I have majority of them, is Elminster that brings buffs. It was one buff from Ogak, the Immortality. Then we had Sifris as the Epic, right? She was the one that would bring us the increased defense on her ultimate. And then the other one was, which was the other one? I think 1, 2, 3, I think that's about it. Maybe I'm missing something, but you don't have that many buff placers in this pairing, at least that do, you know, big area. You do have her, but she does around them, right? Just Isolde is not the best at this. So having Elminster is amazing because Elminster will bring a shield and control immunity on his battle skill, which is massive, right? Big shields and control immunity, which again, control immunity is kind of a rare buff to have. Bringing that on a battle skill can be really powerful, but not only that, he also brings a big area of damage where he can do damage plus land accuracy and attack penalty for 10 seconds. This is a 100% chance. This is amazing. His passive is really cool as well. For each debuff on the enemy, this hero gains 10 resist, so it's going to be easier to stack him with resist. Also, he brings a really, really powerful aura of all allies get 48 enlightenment in all battles, which is going to be perfect for all your fire people, like, you know, Flora, for example, if you use in specific teams, in poison teams, or even in the next seasons. If you're going to have fire to be paired with something else, where you're going to need that enlightenment, like, I don't know, I cannot think of something that comes at the top of my head, but still, he's going to be a really, really powerful one. Now, let's have a look, since we're talking about him, let's have a look if you already have him. Is he going to be worth to get his inspiration? But I guess before I do that, let's check the artifact. The artifact that we had last time was this, A Guide to Magic by Elminster. And this one gives you HP and Enlightenment, which again is really good because there's not too many artifacts that give Enlightenment. As you can see, it's just the 2 poison exclusive ones, and these ones are mostly going to be used on poisons. But then this one's going to be really powerful for shielders because the effect of this one says the shield effect granted by the wearer increases by 25% and its duration is extended by 30%. Now, obviously for the sake of Vortex, for example, from the teams that we're currently using right now, he's still better, right? What's his name? Adolphus is better. And he also is better with the Aurelium Vest because of the shield stacking damage negation. But Elminster is a powerful one, especially for next season. He's going to be really good when you need more debuffs, when you need those buffs. And 100% you want to get at least one copy of him. Now, if you look at his inspirations, the first one, hero takes 20% less crit damage. You know, it's just not the best. But keep in mind that every single time you get inspiration on your heroes, they get 8% defense, 8% HP, and 8% more attack, just as a base. if you have him inspired 5, that's 40% more stats, so that's gonna be huge. But let's continue looking at inspiration. So 1 just takes less damage. 2, when the hero's HP is below 60%, heals the hero by 1% max HP per second. This is just staying there, and it keeps happening, and this is really good, right? As it will allow you to use him kind of like, you know, in your tank mode, I guess. You would be like the one taking the hits. When he drops low, he's going to be healing himself. So even though he doesn't personally bring healings, the fact that he brings shields, he allows to heal himself, so that can make him pretty powerful. Inspiration 3 is massive. 60 more enlightenment is huge for the sake of his damage and for the sake of his shields, because they're going to be obviously bigger as they scale off of enlightenment. The 4th one gives him 30% HP, which again, it's a huge boost. And then the 5th one ignores 35% of the target's resistance. Now, this is extremely powerful because of the fact that obviously you might want to try and focus more to have him on the enlightenment build so that he does bigger shields, but you would still need accuracy, right? It's kind of tough to be able to build him with accuracy, with enlightenment, with survivability, all of that. So having Inspire 5 would mean that you would need a lot less accuracy so that he can place the debuffs on his ultimate. But all in all, Elminster is a really powerful one, and I believe, for the sake of like the fire people at least, right, he's gonna be the #1 support up until season 3, because in season 3 we get Cinorel, and he's just a monster of a support, right? Cinorel is gonna be the best fire element specific support, but up until then, having at least 1 copy of Elminster is gonna be really, really important, and that's why I suggest that you save, because again, this is not confirmed, this is not guaranteed, but I have a strong feeling that they're not going to do Dritz again. I have a strong feeling this one's going to be Elminster Omar, and you 100% want to get at least 1 copy of him. But that's going to be it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope this helps you, you know, realize or give you the idea of like, oh, I should start saving my summons so I can try and pull for Elminster and that exclusive artifact, which again, that exclusive artifact is not specifically to him, right? It's like anybody can use it. That's why these artifacts are really good. Like, for example, the Guinevere one, the Dritz one, is pretty good because of the stats that it gives, but it's not the best because of the effect, right? Because this effect only affects Guinevere, whereas this one, right, this one from Elminster, this one can affect any of your shielders. If it's him, if it's you know, anyone from like the Necrosis one, if it's Adolphus, anybody that does shields based, especially based off of enlightenment, which most of them do, is gonna be a really perfect artifact to get. But yeah, we're gonna leave it at this. Thank you for watching. As always, if you do enjoy my content, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel to see when I upload next, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care, everyone. Bye, guys.